Lord Jesus. Hi, you guys. Okay, so this is going to be a short live. I'm actually not. Hey, CPA, how are you? How are you doing? So, I wanted to talk to you guys for a minute about yesterday's live. I know it got intense, y'all. Turn that down. My oldest is still up. um, hey, executive session. How are you guys? Hey, Megabucks. Diamond Tears. Oh, I like that name. So, hi, everyone who's in here. So, it's not going to be a long live or anything like that. I just wanted to talk to you guys for a second about yesterday's live. My little one ended up waking back up. So, we're going to hey, just me too. Sorry, I don't know why I don't. Okay, now I see that. How are you guys doing tonight? I'm not expecting a lot of people in here, and to be honest with you, I really don't want a lot of people in here. But I wanted to talk to you guys because I know yesterday's live got really intense. I wasn't expecting for it to be like that. In no way, shape, or form did I want to provoke. I wanted to, if anything, bring people together. Earlier today, there were, yes, yes, Megabucks, it sure is. Earlier today, my friend / mod and I had a lot of shit that we had to do, and it's still not done yet because it's just, I'm great. Early morning here in Ireland. I just wanted to say, yes, Mandy has a pass, but so does Natasha. Mandy has been targeted disgustingly for months by Natasha. Subs. I understand what you're saying, CPA. I do. But I think, I don't know. I think that there's a lot of things that have been proven that you can't look away from. You know what I mean? Hey, tattoos, how are you? Thank you guys for being here. It's okay, that girl. I'm only going to be on here for a couple more minutes. So, like I said, me and my mod and I / friend / mod, we did a lot today. And she did a lot for me. And I just want to say thank you to her. She is amazing. She's an amazing mod. I want to thank all the mods. Megabucks, hey, Daniel. Miss Heather Dizzle. I had amazing mods. I know yesterday was intense. What I want to do is apologize if you guys seen any kind of triggering things in the comments or things that may have hurt you, that was said on the panel. I definitely put a disclaimer, and I have some other things that I have to do to that live because it was very intense and I was not expecting it to be that way. But I think that there's a point to, oh, thank you, that girl. I love you. I think that there's a point that I hopefully got to a lot of people, whoever watched live or whatever. And that point is that when you are targeting somebody, there is a person behind the phone, the computer, or whatever, and you never know what that person is going through. You don't know the consequences of your actions when things like this happen, if it continues, I really think that somebody's going to get hurt. Just because, hey, Sincere, how are you? Hey, Jameson, how are you? Just because people don't care. I've never seen, because some of you guys might not know, but I used to go live on Facebook too. And I don't know what your clone. I'm confused. I'm confused by that. I forget what I was saying. Damn it. Regardless, somebody, see the person who cloned me is here trying to be me. What? Teach me to apply lashes. Off subject. Absolutely. I'm going to do a get ready with me maybe tomorrow or the next day. What's today? Wednesday. I will do a get ready with me either Thursday or Friday. And you guys can see how I do all that stuff. And then we're going to be back to videos for a little bit. I think he means someone cloned her account. Oh. Oh. What in the hell? Just me too. Oh, just Larry. How are you? I didn't know that was you. Welcome. Thank you for being on my live. But anyway, somebody is going to get hurt. Nobody. This is serious. This is not a game. You guys seen on that panel, you heard on that panel how many people have been hurt, how many people, children that are being exploited. And like CPA said, to be honest with you, CPA, I never really had a problem with Mandy. I really didn't, but I am not picking sides here. I'm not on anybody's side because I feel like it's coming from both sides, and I'm not doing it. I don't think Natasha is a bad person. And from the proof that I've seen, there are just some funny things that have been going on that I don't approve of. You know what I mean? And that I won't condone and that I won't stand by and just watch. These are my pajamas, you guys, just to let you know. Because I'm pretty sure I had these on yesterday. These are my pajamas. The pain in TG2's voice broke my heart. Absolutely. And I just, it doesn't seem like it's getting better. It's getting worse. And I know that there was a point to that live. And I want you guys to understand why I feel that that live was very important. I think that the word should be out to YouTube. I think the word, hopefully, that live can show people that this is not a game. Holy crap, something just bit me. Sorry, guys. I got bit by a mosquito, I think. Oh my shit. Woo, that scared the shit out of me. Is it a mosquito? I have no idea what that was. Hopefully it was a mosquito and not a spider. But anyway, I swear, I think some people practice witchcraft. I don't know. But anyway, looks like you in the photo, CPA. Yeah, I'm confused. You're gorgeous and so glad I found you, regardless of. Oh, thank you, Larry. I appreciate you. No, I don't think it was a snake. I'm in Ohio. Not many of those around here. There's probably a damn mother shit and spider. I'll tell you what right now. I seriously think people practice witchcraft. Somebody's trying to get me. Thank you, Just Larry. I appreciate that. And I'm sorry I was reading the comment. Thank you, Brandy. I tried. I would love. Are you in Ohio, Heather Dizzle? Yep, me too. I would have loved for Natasha and Mandy to been able to work it out. That would have been great, right? But I think sometimes in certain situations, too much damage has been done. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you can't get past the things that have been done to you. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's coming from both sides. Oh, Columbus is about 2 hours away from me, maybe, Heather. Maybe, I don't know. I'd say about 2.5 hours away from me. Definitely a place that I'm considering moving because here in Austintown, Ohio, there is really nothing here. And there's just so many opportunities in Columbus compared to where I live. So definitely something that I'm going to consider. What does what even mean? I'm telling you, people do witchcraft tattoos. They do. Mm-hmm. You really did do an amazing job handling that last night, especially with no preparation. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. That girl got rid of them. See, I wanted to personally apologize for me losing it last night. I have my reasons for the way I acted. Things I will speak on to you in private about, not here. I just wanted to say I'm sorry. Oh, Jax, it's okay. You don't have to apologize. I don't know what was said, but you don't have to apologize. I feel like nobody really has to apologize for last night except for myself because I wasn't expecting it to get as far as it did. I really, really wasn't. I was hoping. Listen, you guys. This is my third. Okay, so today is my fourth panel. Now, you might see 5 on my channel, but one of them was just to see if everything was okay for me to go live. Literally, this is my 4th live. I'm still learning. You know what I mean? There are people that should have been muted. There are people that definitely should have been kicked off. And I will tell you this. What happened yesterday will not happen again. I'm going to put it to you like that because there was a lot of things and there's still a lot of things that I have to edit out. Not even edit out. I don't know, but there's just a lot of things that I don't. Hey, Natasha, this is not a clone account, I hope. Because I know that happened to tattoos. What the hell is going on? Nothing bit me. I'm telling you, somebody's practicing witchcraft on me. See, no good deed goes unpunished. And that's the truth. Okay, that's her. Welcome, Natasha. Thank you for coming in. And yes, nobody needs to apologize for anything. It's, like I said, it's a lot of stuff that happened yesterday. I tried my best, but I do understand where Natasha's coming from and why she wants nothing to do with Mandy. And hopefully hopefully next time, I don't mind people coming on my panel and duking it out. If anything, my ultimate goal is to come up with a resolution. But I think the whole point of the live was very important. And it just shows how hurtful people can be towards each other, especially here on YouTube. I have never seen anything like this before on any social media platform. Now, I heard Twitter can get a little bit crazy, okay? I don't go on Twitter. I need to start going on Twitter, but I don't go on Twitter. But I heard Twitter can get a little bit crazy, but I've never seen more people doxxed, bullied, hurt, kids threatened, kids exploited. And the one thing that I will say, especially when it comes to Natasha, whether she's in here or not, I have a 20-year-old. And if somebody talks about my 20-year-old, I'm going to be the exact same way. It's not okay to, no children should ever be in any situation ever. Talking about a child, saying fuck you to a child and blah, 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 and do this and do that. I just, no. Oh, I like your name. Is it Doshia? Marie, thank you. New to your channel and love it. People resorting to witchcraft is real and scary. I am telling you, nothing bit me. There's no bite unless I missed it. Let me look. It was like a pinch. I swear, you guys, we will talk about it one day. I'm telling you, people do witchcraft. They do. It's happened to me. No family should be brought onto YouTube ever. You don't stop being protected. You don't stop being a protective mother. As soon as they turn 18, kids are off limits, period. And right. But it doesn't matter what age. It doesn't matter. Your baby is your baby. And my babies, my boys, are always going to be my babies. And they are off limits. What the hell is that? Oh, yeah, my internet. Probably because my door's closed. But yeah, nobody's... Are you... Hold on, I'm missing... Were you in your 20-year-old born at this... Thank you, Megabucks. No, I was young when I had him. But I'm from Louisiana. Witchcraft is a real thing. Yes, it is. You're welcome, Doshia. Exactly. Nothing had anything to do with that child, regardless of age. She had no business targeting her. Exactly. Well, okay, you guys, you're... All right, now you guys are just being too nice now. It doesn't look like I'm in my 20s, but thank you. Yes, but isn't it called something else? What do you mean, Heather Dizzle? But I just wanted to come on here and apologize to you guys for things getting out of control yesterday. Contrary to popular belief, some people don't think I handled that live very well. I do say, like I said, that there should have been people muted and kicked off. And the reason why is because we can't have people making any threats. We can't have people making any threats in any way, shape, or form, even though there are people who are hurt because their children have been exploited. Voodoo, that's it. Voodoo, absolutely. I had a first and last time I ever talked to a psychic, because my mom was always against that. May God rest her soul. She was always against psychics, any mediums, anything like that, because only God can predict the future. And that's no offense to anybody else who practices witchcraft or whatever it is. I just don't believe that anybody else knows the future. But I do remember after my mom passed, I just felt like I needed to talk to a psychic, and she told me because a lot of bad things were happening to me, and she told me that somebody put a curse on me. And to be honest with you, I wouldn't have doubted. I didn't doubt it, because there were so many things happening to me back to back that something was wrong. Something was wrong in my life at that time. That's for sure. And I didn't tell her anything was wrong in my life. And somehow or some way, she's like, yeah, somebody put a spell on you. I'm like, not a spell, but a curse. Don't listen. You handled it amazing, especially with it being so unexpected. Thank you, executive session. I tried really hard. I just wish everybody could have worked it out. You don't have to apologize. We knew it was going to happen. Mandy overtalks when she is caught in a lie, so people can't hear the other person telling the truth. Yeah, and that's the thing. I guess that was the initial problem that she had, is she felt like I let people disrespect her. But see, here's the thing. This is my channel, my panel, and everybody was disrespecting everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because people were so mad. Everybody was raging. So to be honest with you, everybody was disrespectful to everybody. It didn't matter. What I think that Mandy expected is that anybody who said anything to her, I was supposed to just let her be the one doing all the talking, and nobody's going to come on my channel and control my channel, my panel, what I choose to do. I felt like I gave her time to talk. I wanted to be fair to Natasha, give her time to talk, but it just felt like after a while, people would start talking, and then she would start talking over them. So, and regardless of anything, she chose to leave the panel. So that's not my fault. If you chose to leave the panel, nobody forced you to. You left on your own. And I gave her ample opportunity to talk, even when my live was almost over. At the very end of the live, she was talking. So I don't appreciate people calling me names and stuff like that, but that's another story for a different day. Me either. It has got to be terrible, especially the last several months. Unfortunately, people have recently taken their own lives because of the judgment bullying. It's just so sad. Thank you for trying to mediate an impossible situation. You did a great job. Thank you, guys. T, I can't wait to talk about. Yes, I can't wait till you talk about that, Larry. Because let me tell you guys something about the CK lawsuit, okay? This is how I actually found Larry, or was I watching him before? I don't know, but I had made a comment on the Culpable. If you need to know anything about the Christian Andreacchio case, go to the Culpable podcast. And I left a comment under, I think, Larry's comment. And it just went from there. And it was really nice, because then I started going to his panel, and I didn't feel alone. I wasn't the only person who could see how much Critical K was being so vile and nasty towards Ray Andreacchio. And that's my opinion. Allegedly, I just think that the way that she handled that case could have been handled with so much class and integrity. But to me, that's expecting a lot out of Critical K. There's just no way possible that she could ever handle a case with class and integrity, right? Thank you, Cammie. I actually mixed my real hair in with this today. It took me a long time to do it, but I'm sticking with it because it's hot. It's hot. I have watched you for a while, though. Before all this mess happened, I found you because your CK videos. Love how you talk about things. Oh, thank you. Tia just said thanks for seeing the truth. Oh, thank you, Sammy. Why isn't CK on it? Maybe she can't speak on it, but just do not. I know she deleted all the videos. Girl, I love the way you do lives. It's nice to actually watch a person talk, and you try to read the comments and interact. I hope page goes fast. Oh, thank you, Megabucks. My opinion too. She inserted herself and made some vile statements about Ray and Christian. Yep. And Christian's not here to defend himself. And that's what made me say, Did you learn anything from the Watts case? Because this is the same exact thing. It's like deja vu, the same exact thing. And if you guys want to know, thank you, that girl. If you guys want to know anything about like the specifics on it, like Larry, anybody, you can go over to that girl's channel. If that girl, if you want to put your channel down, and because she has all of the documentations, it's redacted for the safety of even Critical K. It's for the safety of everybody in the lawsuit. But hey, Ryan. I don't know if I said hey, but hey. Good evening, everybody. Congrats with the continued channel growth. Tia, you're doing amazing. Thank you, Goose. You're so sweet. You guys are so sweet. You're making my night. You did an amazing job with the cards. You were dealt. Tasha's frustration came from, in my opinion, that narrative. The hoodie, some blood spatter is inside the hoodie, and she lied. Why she was right, Cammie. Mandy was relentless, and Tasha knew she wasn't going to get anywhere, so she bowed out. That's what a lady does. Absolutely. Oh God, on your TV, Ryan, turn it off. Is it a big screen TV? Yes, that girl, I have known her for so long. Well, not that long, but I've known her for a while, and she literally is the first person one of the first, maybe the second or third, that ever like really put my channel out there. She's just a sweet person. She really is. Beautiful heart. Hey, Save Robbie, how are you? I like your channel. He has such a good personality. Like, I love it. I love it. I love seeing people that are just so just up and positive and just that in your face personality. Sure, Jan speaks very highly of that girl. So yes, that girl is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Smart as a taco too. Yep. So what do you guys like having panels like that? Do you guys like seeing people that don't get along talk like that, or at least try to talk? Do you like hearing people's stories of what they experience on the internet? Let me know in the comments. One thing I want to tell you guys is I am fully aware of how much I've been dragged about that live yesterday. And I'm fully aware that BX Beast Boy has dragged, well, not even him, but he did the other day. BX Beast Boy did the other day, but I guess a lot of his subscribers didn't like my live. What the fuck ever, you know? It's like, whatever. What I will say is this. Here's what I'll say. I'm going to try to keep it classy. Girl's best. Yes, she is. BX doesn't even deserve to be taught. Personally think it's nice to hear, but I feel bad for you when they get out of hand. No, that's not going to happen anymore. I already talked to my friend, my mod, and it's not about, you guys don't have to feel bad for me. I know what I'm doing, but in the same sense, I just wanted everybody to be able to say what they had to say. However, there are some people that take advantage, and I'm not saying that everybody was, but I'm saying that when you make threats and things like that, it's unacceptable. So trust me, you guys, from today's experience, I learned, and it's not going to be handled in that way anymore. It's going to be handled where you will get blocked, you will get thrown off with no warning, period. If you say things that, especially if you are a creator and you have a channel and you know what should and shouldn't be said on a panel, you're definitely going to be the ones to be kicked off. Trust and believe that I learned from that experience, and I don't mind people coming up here and talking, but next time they will be kicked off if there's any threats or anything like that made. Because I have to care about myself and my channel, and I have to care about you guys and how you guys are affected as well. Amen. Because they didn't need to be disrespectful like that. You deserve better, Tia. Thank you. That's my girl. That's my girl. Here's what I want to talk about with BX. Here's the thing. I try very, very hard because I don't think you guys understand, and I'm not going to go in depth with this, but I try very hard to keep it very classy when it comes to any other Black creator. And some of you guys may disagree with this, and that's okay. We're allowed to disagree. But it is very hard for a lot of Black creators to thrive on YouTube. It just is. There's a lot of Black creators that are absolutely amazing that are not at the success rate that they should be compared to a white creator. And they could be doing the exact same thing. And I'm going to take somebody like Jackie Ayana for an example. Jackie Ayana has been doing this for a while. She's been doing this for years. I would say 15, 20 years. I could be a little bit off, but it's been a long time, you guys. And Jackie Ayana is definitely an inspiration to me because she's one of the first people that inspired me to start a YouTube. And I love makeup, and I love how she looks different every time you see her. I love Jackie Ayana. That's my girl. But I like Jaclyn Hill. I like Christian Dominique. I like Carly Bible. I like Sydney Black. If you guys don't know who Sydney Black is, she actually is starting to add commentary to her makeup tutorials as well. And she is gorgeous. Okay, she has such a beautiful face, and it's very rare because she has beautiful dark skin, but big blue eyes, and her eyes are real. They're blue, because most Black people don't have blue eyes. But her blue eyes are real. So you guys probably know who I'm talking about, some of you guys. But I support a lot of creators, and Jackie Ayana has millions of subscribers. And thank you, Save Robbie. Thank you so much. Jackie Ayana has a lot of subscribers, and she's gorgeous. However, Jaclyn Hill and Jackie Ayana have been doing this the same time. But as you can see, Jaclyn Hill is way farther than Jackie Ayana. And Jackie Ayana is consistent. And she literally is filming. I swear she puts out so much content. It's crazy. I don't know how she does it. If you just look at Jackie Ayana and you look at a lot of other white creators that have been on the platform, YouTube is the same time as her, she's nowhere near where they're at. And that's just my opinion. And to me, it's true. If you pay attention, it's true. It's very hard for Black creators to thrive. So let me get to my point. Okay. I don't like talking about or putting down anybody, but especially Black creators, because I know how hard it is for Black creators to thrive and get any kind of attention on YouTube. And I think it's great that BX Beast Boy is where he is. He does have quite a good amount of subscribers, and I think that's amazing. However, he is quick to really talk about anybody, because when he was on my live the other day, I was sticking up for him. But yet he got upset because I muted him. And I just feel like when it comes to Black creators, it doesn't matter with him. It just doesn't matter to him, so it's not going to matter to me anymore. Let's put it that way. I care about where Black creators hopefully will start getting more attention and thrive more on YouTube. And it's not necessarily just the people. It's YouTube itself, to be honest with you. And I've been dragged by his audience, supposedly. I don't know if it's 100% true. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But I do know that I was talked about by him personally because he didn't like that I muted him. And I don't care. But what I'm saying is now, because I've always tried to be very careful with what I would say about BX, because it means something to me that he succeeds as a Black creator, I'm not doing it anymore. It's all fair game. You know, you want to talk about me, guess what? I'm not going to bite my tongue and not talk about you. And some people may look at that and say, well, Tia, that's kind of where it's not. It's just something that my mom taught me growing up. You know, with YouTube, it's just hard for Black creators to thrive. So it's important to me that I bring awareness about this kind of thing too. And I am eventually, me and that girl, we are going to talk about this. But until that time, I won't be so nice as I've been, because I've always been respectful. You can't go on somebody's channel and talk over somebody and tell them what they shouldn't be doing with their own channel. Like, that's ridiculous. I wouldn't go over to his channel and tell him what he should be doing, nor would I talk about him. Even when I had my opinion with him and True Ball of Wax, I still kept it classy. I still made sure that I was careful with my words, because I look at him as a creator, and a Black creator at that. And there's YouTube in itself. I don't know what's going on with YouTube, but I feel like it's just harder for Black creators on this platform. Exactly, girl. I hear you, that girl. I hear you. But yeah, let me know. Oh yeah, Jackie Ayana will pop right up. She's very, very talented. She's funny, highly intelligent. She started so long ago. The same as Jaclyn Hill, Carly Bible, Nicole Guerrero. She started the same time as all of them. And she has millions of subscribers, don't get me wrong. But she could definitely be, to me, in my personal opinion, further than especially Jaclyn Hill. She should be way further than Jaclyn Hill. We all know that she don't put out nearly as much content as Jackie Ayana. If you tell me the names, I will get the links for people to your creators you're recommending. Okay, well, Jackie Ayana, really. And you can put Sydney Black on here too. I think a lot of people would like her. If you like commentary and if you like watching people do makeup, she's really good too. Well, I want to read some comments before we wrap this up. BX needs conflict. He had a legitimate discussion and gripe with me singing a DMX song, but he took it to a personal level. Even after I told him I like the videos and sub to him. And yeah, I hear you, Just Larry. And to me, like I said, I don't consider that as racist at all. But there's a difference, and he doesn't either. He said that he doesn't. BX said he doesn't consider that as racist, but I don't understand why he talks about it though. That's weird. You're right about that. It seems as though, because he said that he doesn't think it's racist, and he's not against anybody saying the N-word. He's not offended by that word anyway. So I don't know what his, thank you, Amber. I don't know what his problem is then. I don't know. Sydney Black, that girl. Yeah, Sydney Black is amazing. You guys will like her. And she's just amazingly beautiful. And she had a rare eye disease, because Black people, we do get different color eyes, don't get me wrong, but it's very rare for us to have natural blue eyes. Okay. And her eyes are just big and blue and they're real. And she's just gorgeous. So gorgeous. I owned it and apologized. And that's all that matters, just there. That's all that matters. I grew up listening to hip hop in the minority majority community. But that's no excuse. I need to be more sensitive. Right. You know what I think is, and this is what I explained on my panel, is I think that sometimes you get lost in the music and you forget that you're live and you're just singing, going along with it. You're in the music, especially if it's DMX. And I think you just maybe got so much into the song that you're like, oh shit, I'm live. You know what I mean? Like, shit happens. You owned it. You apologize for it. And that's fine. Like I said, I'm totally fine with it. I have no problem with somebody owning up to their mistakes. Any girl followed you from Natasha's. Thought I'd check out your channel. Thank you, Michelle. I like the way you spell your name. Sorry, guys. I need new context. That is what matters, is owning our mistakes. When you care and you're normal to you, no one wants to hurt people. I'm sure you weren't being hateful. Exactly that, girl. Exactly. I was having so much fun and trying to honor him. Yes, but I made a mistake. And it's okay. It's okay. We all understand. Just Larry, we're all going to be waiting for you to go on your panel. It's been a while. You don't have to keep, to me, like I said, there's going to be newer people that might come into that situation, and there's nothing wrong with you saying, I said I was sorry. I'm sorry. I owned it. You're new here. That's why you're just seeing this information, because different people take information at different times. And that's what I said. I'm not saying that you have to apologize to everybody for the rest of your life. However, if you're going to be a creator, just know that there are different people that come in at different times and they're new and they're going to look and say, oh my God, he said that. And it's old to us, but it's new to them. And they may come to you and say, I don't like him. He said this. And all you would have to do is say, look, I own my mistake with that. I apologize now and I apologize then. And that's it. That's how I look at it, because if I said a mistake in the past as a creator, when you put yourself out there on your platform, you have to understand that people come in at different times. And when you make a mistake like that, unfortunately, it's something that you have to own for the rest of your life as a creator, not in the real world. That's what people don't understand. You know, some people, like with low intelligence, don't understand that I didn't mean you have to apologize to people you don't know, that don't know anything about it, but you should apologize to the people who are new and who may be watching you and who may be Black and found it insensitive. And they may be like, he said this. And there's nothing wrong with you saying, I said I was sorry back then. I owned it and I apologize now. You're coming in a new situation, so people are being assholes and sending you all this information, or maybe you've seen it, and that's it. It's not even that serious, you know. But I feel like as a creator, you're always going to have to apologize if you hurt a whole community of people as a creator. The same with me. If I say something insensitive to a whole race of people and I apologize for it, if somebody new sees that and sees it from the past and comes to me and says, look, I don't like that you said this back then. It's wrong. I'm going to look at them and say, I apologize back then. I owned it. You're new and I apologize to you. I didn't mean to hurt anybody. It was a mistake, and you move on. It's that simple. Larry brought me here with his post. So, thanks for the recommendation on this channel. Like, subscribe. Oh, thank you, Lynn. I appreciate you guys. They feel like if a white person says, I don't see color, then they are not acknowledging their culture or who they are. Yeah, I know what you mean. Tia, I really appreciate the way you are so open to forgiving people when they apologize. A lot of people try to hold stuff over people's head forever. Sure, Jan, not me. Life's too short for that. And welcome, you guys. Welcome to all the new subscribers. Thank you, Just Larry. Anybody who shared, I appreciate you guys. Save Robbie. You guys are awesome. And I just want to say right here and right now that I really didn't have a problem with Mandy either, but apparently she has a problem with me, and that's okay. I don't like being called the C word, but it is what the fuck it is. What I will say is I like Natasha. I don't think she's a bad person. I think that a lot of things have been said between the two of them, and I wish it would be squashed, but it's obvious that when somebody talks about your kid, that's where I won't accept your apology. That's where there's no, don't even come to me and apologize. If you talk about my kid, that's a different story. And I understand where Natasha's coming from. As far as like, that's, I don't care how old your child is. No child deserves to be harassed on YouTube, even if she's 20, 21, 22. That's still Natasha's baby, and I get it. I have no problem with her. I don't think she's a bad person at all. I think that it's just a very, very intense, tough situation between the two of them, and I hope eventually they can work it out. However, I don't blame Natasha if she doesn't, in my personal opinion. I just don't. Because there's a difference between giving info or saying things to prove your point versus saying fuck you to a child. Even though it's an adult, it's still a child to a mother. I don't know. Hopefully I can find a better way to explain that, you guys. Yeah, I'm also sorry for jumping on panel and starting issues last night. I should have never brought up anyone's children. I apologize. He apologized to Mandy this morning on her live. Yes, that's one thing I don't want. I don't want anybody talking about anybody's kids, because you're crossing a line when you go that far. You know what I mean? But I thank you so much for apologizing. I understand it was a very intense live. If you aren't kissing her feet, she isn't for you. Who are you talking about, Diamond? Are you talking about Mandy or Natasha? Sure, I'm sorry again. I got all loud about it. You're a good person. I'm loving this chat right now, you guys. You gave her a platform as a neutral. She craps on everyone. Yeah. I don't think anything that I could have done would have been good enough at that point for her, because I'm not going to be biased. I'm not going to just say, okay, Mandy, you just do all the talking and everybody else can just shut up. No, that's not how it works. And I'm not going to say, nobody disrespect Mandy. I'm not going to say that either, because people were disrespecting each other. Everybody was being disrespectful towards each other, because guess what? Nobody liked each other. So oh yeah, I am. Thank you, Robbie. I'm about to be going to sleep here in a minute too, because my little one is up. He's been up. I woke him up accidentally. I just wanted to talk to you guys and see how you guys were feeling about yesterday. And I actually really like going live. It's just so much drama, but I like going live. It's so fun. Thank you, Robbie, for being here, for sharing. I genuinely, wholeheartedly appreciate it. It means the world to me. And I love your videos. You're very straightforward. I wish you lived close to me, because you seem like you're cool to like talk to and hang out with. Me too. I've been up way too late the last 2 nights. So yeah. Right? I think everybody's been up a lot the past couple nights because too much shit has going on. Thank you, Save Robbie. It's been live is easy, Tattoo. It's fun. You should try it if you have a channel. I don't know if you have a channel or not, or if you've ever considered having a channel, but it's fun. I absolutely love it. But Well, I'm glad you guys were okay with yesterday's live. Some of you, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I do know that it was a very stressful day for myself because, I was being not threatened directly, but a lot of people were saying they're going to strike me and all this kind of stuff. And me and my friend, that girl, we had to go through all kinds of stuff, and it's still not done because my video is still loading. Still, it's just Seeking the Truth with Dave. I think I've watched him before. But I'll check him out again. Definitely check him out. Seeking the Truth with Dave. Doesn't he talk about, is he the one that cannot stand Nicole Kessinger? Like, literally hates her. I think the only reason why I don't watch him is because he goes live really, really late, like later than me. He has an accent. I think I've watched him before. Oh my God, I just can't with it. Oh my God. Because I've never gotten in trouble on YouTube before, so I don't want to get in trouble. I didn't mean to offend anybody yesterday. It wasn't expecting it to go the direction that it did, but I'm still happy that it went there. People need to see what it's like, the pain that people endure from people who are so cold-hearted and have no soul and dox people and threaten people and literally just saying these nasty, horrible, vile things. Somebody's going to get hurt. Somebody is going to, and I don't want that to happen. And I definitely think it starts with us as a whole, as a community. However, YouTube has to do something too. I don't give a shit if it's, they don't have enough people working for them. They need to have an entire team that focuses on bullies. Period. Specifically bullies, or some way. I don't know how to strategize it or whatever, but I'm just saying something needs to be done about this. This is horrible. And this is not just happening between like Natasha and Mandy. This is happening in communities all over. Not just with Natasha and Mandy. It's happening all over the place. And it needs to stop. Too many people are getting hurt. There's so many creators that will literally have their mods do their dirty work. CK, whatever. It's getting out of hand. And I'm done with it. I'm tired of it. What's it going to take for YouTube to pay attention to this? What's going to take for people to understand that you don't know what that person is going through behind that computer or that iPad or that phone or whatever? Always treat others how you want to be treated. Lights were on at the Watts house. Oh my God, I seen that, Robbie. I seen you say that in Natasha's live. The lights were on at the Watts house. That's crazy. I believe in that stuff. I believe in all of that. That girl's here. You happened to watch what's the 411 yesterday live about CK? Oh my, it was very informative. Check it out if you haven't. It's called What's the 411. Okay, I will check it out. Definitely. And like I said, if you want an in-depth of the documentations, everything, that girl, her channel is pinned up above. Because if we talk about it again, should we even talk about it again? Because every time we talk about it, it goes somewhere else. But if we talk about it again, you guys need to see all the proof laid out in front of you. It's called What's the 411? Heather. Well, if you guys really are okay with yesterday's live, hope nobody got triggered or anything like that. I thank you guys for being here. I will do the whole get unready with me. I will do a get ready with me. No, I will do the get unready with me tomorrow, and then Friday I will do a get ready with me, or vice versa. So I can show you guys how I do the lashes and everything like that. It's J is for Justice second channel. You can find it easily, I'm sure. What's her second channel? The lights are on a timer, so it looks like someone is checking in. Really? That's crazy that the lights are on. I would have been freaking out. I'm telling you, I'm sure there are ghosts in that house. Like I couldn't imagine. I'm triggered. You're cute, just you too. I have followed K and J since they had Murder Rap podcasts exposed, so I'm up to date on all their beef. So what's the 411 is also J for Justice. Her second channel is what's the 411 with J. Okay, I'm gonna go check that out when I'm done here. The situation that happened wasn't good, but I told others the night before we all came over here that I heard you were a great person that showed what a great, caring, and patient person you are. Thank you, Brandy A. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for keeping it so positive in the comments. Definitely a change from yesterday, huh? So we will talk tomorrow. I'll come on here tomorrow and do my makeup, and we'll talk about who knows where to go. I'm sure we'll try to talk about Critical K again. It was interesting hearing Jay's side though, because she never has really spoke out much about CK. No, she hasn't. That's why I can't wait to check it out, because she really, really hasn't. It was interesting hearing. Oh, never mind. I read that. Wait, is the Watts the case that has a documentary on Netflix, or am I thinking of something else? That's Megabucks. That's it. It's the documentary on Netflix where CK was calling Shanae a bitch. Yeah, that one. Surgeon. It's just been a long time. I think Casey Anthony has a doc. Yeah? Hey, Heather, how are you? Welcome. I'm about to get off, but I will be back on here tomorrow. They used to go back and forth a lot. Yeah, they did. I never, ever watched that podcast before because I know that J for Justice and Critical K used to be best friends, but I've never watched it before. I'm good. I'm really good. Did you hear the news about Critical K, Heather? It's all out in the open now. But we knew that was going to happen, didn't we, Heather? It's not funny. I'm sorry, guys. I don't mean to laugh, but, whatever. Karma is a bitch, okay? Most likely, the $10 million lawsuit, it's more of just a warning or kind of like, yeah, it's karma, sure, Jen. You're right. But I also think that it's Ray taking a stand. And not only for herself, but I really feel like she's taking a stand for all of the victims that CK has literally tortured over the years. All of the victims. And she's just victimized so many people that I really feel like it's more to serve a point than for the money. Just like when Tati did this to Without a Crystal Ball. It was more to prove a point than anything. You can't go around lying on people. You cannot go around doing these kinds of stuff allegedly. You can't do these things and think that there's no consequences. Eventually, your bad ways are going to catch up with you. And if you are literally saying so many horrible things about a woman who's not here to defend herself, and then you go and you turn and you move to somebody else, to a young man who may or may have not self-harmed himself, but regardless, she talked a lot of shit, you guys, allegedly. And I don't blame Ray for taking a stand, and I think any mother would. I really do. Ray is a shark, point blank period. She don't take no shit. Go watch one of her interviews and you'll understand what I'm talking about. She's a very strong woman. She really is. You can look at her and tell. a difference in opinion. Her and KJ. Only times I've been blocked. It's crazy, isn't it? Love your aesthetic and makeup. Excited for more lies. Your perspective is refreshing. Thank you, Caitlin. Who cares if they throw it out? It's the principle alone. Right, that girl. She treats her own family this way. Heather, yep, you're right, Heather. And you know, Heather is so right. So check out that channel. What's the 411? And we'll talk tomorrow. It's karma, but honestly, I think she is a very sad person inside and hurt people. I hope she can take a good look. You're right, Shorjan. And you know what? That girl said the same thing. Like, you have to feel sorry for people who are that miserable to hurt other people. Because can you imagine, what did she say? Can you imagine if she wasn't hurting other people, what would she do? You know, because she's so, you know, she just seems like such a sad soul. You know, anybody who can go around hurting people purposely, obviously there's something wrong with them, you know, and we've watched CK. That's what she does. She hurts a lot. She has hurt a lot of people. And you have to feel sorry and pray for people like that. You really do. I would never, ever comment on Case Chat. The way she snaps on people over anything and everything, I stopped watching her a long time ago. She's ruthless. You're right. Can you imagine living and all that hate she has to project it somewhere? That's what that girl said. And she's good at being able to tell you these things. It's true. You know, when you're living with that, so all that hate in your heart, what are you going to do? You're going to spread it around. You're not going to continue to inflict all of that hate towards yourself. You know what I mean? You can only do so much to yourself, so you're going to spread it around. You know what I mean? And to be honest with you, I think she's a little bit too narcissistic to do that to herself. But everything I'm saying is allegedly. She lost a child one way or another. Exactly. It doesn't matter if it was self-harm or not. If you guys can't see what Critical K and the way she handled this case is wrong, I don't know what to tell you. Because the way she handled that case, literally sitting there saying she's going to air out everything about Ray and why she was not a good mom and Christian didn't even want to live with her. These things are none of your business, and there are no reason to be talking about this. This has nothing to do with the issue at hand. It has nothing to do with the fact that he could have potentially been murdered, allegedly. It has nothing to do with the fact. So for her to sit there and say those kinds of things, I know people can say that it's easy for Ray to just turn off the TV, but it's not that easy, you guys. Why should she have to stop watching YouTube on the account of Critical K? She doesn't have to watch her, but do you think people don't tell her? Do you think people don't show her clips, probably sends her clips of whatever Critical K says? And she could tell them no, but after that person, it's going to be a next person and the next person. These are things that you can't escape, no matter how hard you try, especially when you've turned to social media a lot to get this case out there. You know what I mean? And that's what Ray has done. She's got this case a lot of attention. And when it's on social media, you're going to have people that are going to have a difference of opinion. However, you don't have to bash. You don't have to bash. You don't have to bash victims. And I'm just tired of Critical K doing things like that. And then I think why a lot of people want to bring awareness about this is because I feel like people thought that she was coming from a sincere place when she's like, no, I'm going to turn over a new leaf and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And she's deleting all these videos and she's not letting people on her panel and things like that. And I think people are like, oh, Critical K is turning herself around. And she's not even turning it around for the right reasons. She's only turning herself around because of what's happening to her. If this wasn't happening, would she still be doing the same thing? You guys know she would. You know she would. She has blamed Ray for killing her son and even Hayes. It was disgusting, and she gave a platform to a person that had a murder warrant signed by a judge for them. Right. Right, just Larry. You are absolutely right. Whether someone takes their own life or someone takes it from them, the guilt factor is huge. People don't need to make that worse. Absolutely. Absolutely. You guys are so right. When you live for chaos, peace and quiet's terrifying. Yeah, that's actually, wow. That's a good way to explain it, a good analogy. It's when things are quiet and we are alone and you are focused to look within. She hates who she sees in the quiet. Do you do poetry? I always say poetry wrong. Poetry, whatever. Do you do that, sure, Jan? She could have an amazing channel if she wasn't so nasty. Absolutely. She's really good at what she does. She just needs to stop being so disgusting towards us peasants. Exactly. I think I really think that she could do good with her voice. I'm not going to sit here and say that I like all of her content and her monologues and all that bullshit, but I think that she does have a powerful voice that she could have did so much good with, but she chose to go the other way. You know what I mean? And that just shows you there's so much more she's done that people don't know. Criminal stuff to illegally obtain private information on her enemies. Absolutely. Absolutely, just Larry. Like, for example, people were not supposed to see the whole picture. The horrifying, and this is allegedly, people, weren't, it's against the law now. I'm pretty sure that it's a law. And Ray fought hard to make that law or put into play or whatever, however it goes. But regardless, nobody was supposed to see the pictures of Christians. May God rest his soul. But nobody was supposed to see the pictures of the crime scene. Nobody. But here she is offering for people to see pictures of the crime scene, but they would have to have Patreon or a membership in a way. Do you guys see what I'm getting at here? And this is all allegedly, but I just know that there's proof out there that those are one of the things that she did. She's done some nasty shit, you guys. This is not just made up. It's not just made up. It's not just coming. I know that somebody said yesterday, doesn't Ray have like 8 other lawsuits on 8 other people? I don't give a shit how many lawsuits she has on other people. Those 8 other people, she might have a lawsuit on them for the right reasons as well. But I'm saying that I don't care about those because I purposely made it a point from day one of seeing how Critical K covered this case. I purposely made a point to watch every single one of her videos that she covered on this case. And let me tell you, it was disgusting, vile, ignorant, have no integrity, no class, no kind of respect for Ray, who is a victim who lost her son, regardless of which way she has. Sitting there saying she's going to bash her as a parent, as a mother, as everything about her, claiming that she's done criminal activity, illegal things with her practice. I'm telling you guys, it goes deep. The rabbit hole goes deep. And if you want to do investigating, if you think I'm lying, do your own research. Now, you can't go on her channel to do it because she took all the videos down. But there are other places that you can see where she really, really, really handled this case with so much evilness that it is disgusting. And that's why I did a video about it. And if you haven't seen that video, it's called what the hell is it called? Okay, so the name of the video is There Are People Who Do Evil Stuff and People Who See Evil Stuff Being Done and Don't Try to Stop It. It's a long title, but whatever. It's about Critical K. Like I said, Oh, well, you can go by the title or the picture, and it says Christian Andriacchio Perpetuating Narratives. That's also another way you can look up the video. But she did a lot, you guys. She really did. It was enough for me to say, and you guys know how I feel about her. But it was enough for me to say, I'm doing a video about this. I can't take this shit no more, because no mother should be bashed like that after she lost her son. No mother, especially in that horrific way. It's horrible. I listened to the original podcast in this, and I think the facts of this case alone, the cover up by LE, should show. I cannot imagine talking the side of those two, the scene of the crime. Right. I don't know how to say your name, Diva, so I'm just going to say Diva. I don't know how to say the first. Yeah, it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking because you have to imagine, like, you as a mother, how would you feel if it was happening to you? And I pray to God it doesn't happen to any of us as mothers, you know? But in the same sense, you have to always think about how others feel. You always have to pay attention to that. That's the problem here on YouTube. People don't care. And it's mostly people who have nothing to lose, right? People who have nothing to lose. They don't give a shit about anything or nothing. They don't even give a shit about themselves. You know what I mean? So those are the people that you have to watch for. My mother always taught me that to never get involved with somebody that has nothing to lose. And my mother was always right about everything. And it's true. Because anybody that I've ever got involved with that doesn't have anything to lose has always ended up being disgusting people. You know what I mean? Saying single moms make terrible choices. I was like, what the fuck did she just say? Shit. Yeah, she just all of the things that she would say, just horrible. A lot of the advice she gives, like on the Ask Kay thing, I would always think to myself, like, your words have so much power. You know what I mean? It's not us as creators, we have to be careful with the things that we say. We really do. And for her to sit there and say single moms make horrible decisions and you should never leave your spouse if you have kids, it's like, come on. Like, can you sit and think about the things that you're saying for a second? You know, no, nobody should get a divorce. But guess what? If you're unhappy with your marriage and you tried to make it work, it's not going to do the kids any kind of, it's not going to make the kids happy if you are staying together just for the kids, but arguing and putting your children in toxic situations. You're better off going your separate ways and co-parenting, doing the best that you can for your kids to make it work as far as co-parenting and communicating with each other. Setting a good example towards your kids. Not sitting there encouraging anybody who's married that has kids to just stay together regardless and work it out. It doesn't always work out like that. And sometimes two parents who stay together for the children, it ends up causing a toxic environment for the children. You shouldn't stay together. That shouldn't be the reason why you stay together. It's like, oh my God. Like, I could go on forever, you guys, but we would be here all night. All night. And that guys shouldn't date single mothers. Ridiculous. And that's another thing too. Like, why would you say something like that? And make that harder for single mothers out there who want to have a good man in their life and sometimes have a hard time finding a man that wants to, you know, be with you and love you and also love your children just as much as they love you. Like that, it's hard enough for single mothers. Why would you make it harder? That's ridiculous. That's just ridiculous. You shouldn't date single moms. I don't even ever remember hearing her say you shouldn't date single men. Like, it's just single daddies. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, single moms out there. She was a single mom. So how hypocritical could you possibly be? You're sitting on your panel telling people not to date single moms. But when you met your husband, you were a single mom. You had a child out of wedlock. Maybe you didn't have a child out of wedlock, allegedly, whatever, but still, you were a single mom when you met your husband. It doesn't make any fucking sense. That's why people that listen to her, I'm like, whatever. You want to sit there and say she's smart, go ahead. Yeah, maybe she has some intelligence, but not in the right places, in my opinion. Just in my opinion. My political mentor always told me to never take everything from your opponent and me, because you want them. Oh, hold on. I lost that. You want them to still need you. Never make them someone with nothing to lose. Exactly. And that's even like, and that's what me and that girl were talking about earlier, pray for your enemies, keep your enemies close. And it's true. It's really, really true. And it's sad. She is the last person that should be giving anyone advice with some of the things she said, right? But people go on Ask K and take her word like it's gospel. Mm-mm. And that is very good advice, Larry. It really is. That is. I think this chat is so refreshing compared to yesterday. Even though yesterday was tough, this is so much more relaxed and positive. And like I said, I'm not going to say that's the last time that two people that don't like each other will go on panel. It could happen again. But it's definitely going to be handled a lot differently, because at the end of the day, I like this channel. I like the people on my channel. I care about my subscribers, and I don't want... Good night, Goose. I'm about to get off too. You have a good night, sweetheart, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Yes, Megabucks, it has. It's been wonderful. Yes, that girl. It's nice to have this. It really is. I don't care how many people are in my chat. I like this. This is nice. Of course, any creator that says they don't want subscribers and views, they're lying. That's what, there's nothing wrong with wanting that. But it's so refreshing to have conversations like this and have people giving each other advice. And we're going to do this more often, you guys. But like I said, I can't promise that two people that don't like each other won't get on the panel. I like doing that kind of stuff and trying to find a resolution. I've always been like that. So maybe next time it happens, it'll actually work. And hi, Matt. Maybe next time it happens, it'll actually work. And we can get people to start talking to each other like adults and getting each other's feelings out and hopefully finding a resolution. And even if it's not being the best of friends or being even friends, going their separate ways and keeping their mouth shut about one another, right? Tia, I love you and your page and the way you handle yourself in your channel. I'll watch this later on. Thank you, Jelly Bean. Thank you. I'll be here tomorrow too. Oh, thank you, Goose. Yep, I'll be here, and I will do a get ready with me. Oh, that's okay, Matt. Don't be sorry for that. I will be 7. Thank you for your reasonable stance. Oh, thank you, Diva. I appreciate you guys. So you guys come back here tomorrow. Thank you, everyone who shared. Just Larry. I hope that you will be going on panel soon. That's going to be an awesome discussion. If you're going to talk about the current lawsuit at hand, I'm going to go watch What's the 411. You guys watch it too, and we'll talk about it tomorrow. I love you guys. You guys are awesome in every way. Thank you for anybody who shared, clicked a like, subbed, new subscribers. You guys are amazing. Thank you for making my night, and I'm going to go wipe my makeup off and go to sleep. I love you guys. You guys, bye. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Do you know what time you will be coming on tomorrow so I can plan for it? Okay. I'll try to come on here early. I don't know if you're Eastern or Pacific jelly bean, but probably like around 9 or 10. I'll try to come on here early, especially if it's going to be a get ready with me. So, yeah, I'll try to come on here early, like 9 or 10 at night. I just don't like going live during the day because my kids are all running around and stuff. So, 9 or 10 o'clock p.m. Okay? And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Love you guys. Bye. Thanks to my mods. Bye, you guys.